Hello YouTube, welcome to another exciting episode of the American Zennial. I'm your host, Mike. Today we're going to be doing back to cooking, back in the kitchen, back with a famous recipe. This, I don't even know why I'm sharing it, but it's my famous meatball recipe. Okay, these are Mike's balls, and you're going to love my balls. First, I got to get the ingredients together, okay? We're going to put on here. I'm going to show you what I do. First, I get a nice onion and I dice it up. Come here. I dice this, and I'm going to dice it all up. And the onions are diced. Now, I get them. I just put them on this. Look at that. That's how it goes. Yeah, look at all them onions. Now we're going to put the other things down. It's very easy to do. Meat. I get this meat from Sam's Club. 3 pounds. Comes in a thing like this. They're all attached. It's good stuff. 93% lean, 7% fat. No additives, blah, blah, blah. Good stuff. Now we put the meat right on here. Voila. The meat has been laid out. Now, the next ingredients. And I'd like to show you some good stuff. And I had this all, it's all up here, so I know, so you could just, you know. You could be, I hope you're following along and writing it down at the end of the thing. I'll have a list and I'll put it up on the screen. But I have this thing that's a cup for dry solids filled to the top. So I usually do 1 cup of breadcrumbs. You can do a full cup or almost one. And I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna do a full one because I like to go heavier on the cheese. So almost a cup, might as well, whatever you want. A cup or close to it. I do close to it. It's not full. It's between a cup and 3/4 cup, how about that, of breadcrumbs. Fresh breadcrumbs are much better. I didn't have any. These are still good. This is a Progresso Italian style. They have a little bit extra seasoning flavor. It's not bad or overwhelming. Now, for the cheese. I use another cup of cheese. You can do any kind you want. Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, I've done them all. I've even had a recipe with all 3. But just for the sake of consistency this time, I'm going to do, that's about a 1/2 cup of the grated. And this actually, I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of the shredded. And I can't describe it. It doesn't melt in as much. It keeps it a little cheesier, the meatballs. It's interesting. It's an interesting texture. So I'm going to get about another 1/2 cup. And I know how much that is from what I did here. And you can never have enough, so I went a little over. It's all right. I really like cheese. And I know how it comes out. Now, I have minced garlic. I prefer the minced over, garlic salt or garlic powder. Those powders seem to give me heartburn, and I don't need that. So this agrees with me. I put in a nice big scoop. And I say, a little bit more, because I like garlic. Keeps the vampires away. Here's some Simply pesto sun-dried tomato. This is a secret I like to use. It really is truly a secret ingredient. Not a lot of people do this. But you could use the green pesto. I love sun-dried tomatoes. You could even get some sun-dried tomatoes and put them in here, but dice them very, very finely. So this is a mixture. You can look at this. I don't know if you can see it. If the lighting is well, I hope. See that? Put a glob or two on there. And this is a little spoon. It's not a big one. So if you had a bigger spoon, just one, that's all you need. Just like that. And then we're gonna put some of this in the sauce too later to give it extra. Sun-dried tomato just has this beautiful, sweet taste. A little bit of basil. It feels like I can never get enough basil, even though the pesto sauce. And I don't put a lot, just a little bit. I don't like oregano. It's more of a pizza thing. But if that's your thing, okay. I don't use black pepper so much all the time because of the heartburn issue. So I got a little bit of this cayenne. And I know a lot of people say, oh, cayenne's so hot. No, if you don't use too much, it's just a nice pepper taste. So I'll go like this. Add a little cayenne. Oh boy. Ooh, thought it might have been cinnamon. We would have had a problem. Houston, we have a problem, but we don't. Pink salt. I like it salty, but we have this cheese, so you don't need a lot. Just like that. Just a little bit of salt. Get out of here. There you go. However much you like. Now, you need something to bind all this together, you know? Eggs. And these eggs, my favorite, egglands. Egglands. Funny story I actually have about these were recalled. These are the best eggs ever. The yolk is like orange. They're so rich and creamy. They're more money, and for everyday eating, I don't buy them. I mean, when I have, please don't move that around so much. Keep it, thank you. You know, for my everyday boiled eggs and stuff, I just buy cheap eggs. But when I want to make something good or have some nice scrambled or something like that, I buy these. They're not cheap. It's like $5 for a dozen. Get out of here. You know, I buy the big ones cheap from Sam's Club or Walmart, whatever. You know, you go through eggs. It's easy, but 2 eggs for the 3 pounds and all that stuff. That's what I do, 3. And then you just want to, as you can see, it's all here. Now we got to mix it up. And it's mixed. Now you want to have very, very clean hands or wear some gloves, okay? Now it's time to put it in ball form. How do you say eggs? Do you say eggs like egg, or do you pronounce it eed? I know a lot of people. I follow Feature Man, which I highly recommend. Oh, and he likes to say eggs. And I don't know if that's a regional thing, but I always say egg. Now we're getting it into a bowlular form. I like them big, not gonna lie. And here's one. Hey. One. Okay. Let's get these balls rolled. Done. Now look at these. Look at these meatballs. Nice, round, and big. Almost. You can see my fist. Not quite as big as my fist, but almost. Probably a smaller person's fist. Smaller than me. So now, time to put, I got this preheated 275. You want to put it anywhere from 250 to 275 is fine. Check on it for about 20 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. All you're doing right now is getting them firmed up in a little bit of brown. You don't want to fully cook them at all. About halfway done. So I'll show you what they look like as soon as they come out. They're going in. I got this. Yeah, it's a little over 250. It's between 250 and 275. And show you what they look like in about 20 minutes. In the meanwhile, we could work on our stuffed peppers too. Okay, now while the meatballs are in there, and it's maybe gonna be even less than 20 minutes because I'm checking them out right now, and they're forming, you know, and it's only been 5 minutes, so. Yep, I tell you what, I said 20 minutes, I was wrong. This is gonna be maybe 10 minutes probably. So they're forming, getting solid. I'm just kind of moving them around a little. Because you don't, you know, you want to just get them a little bit colored on all these different sides. So I just moved them around a little bit. That's all. Like that. That's all right. Move them around. I bet you they'll be done in about 4 or 5 more minutes. So 20 minutes was wrong. I might have went at 225 before it, a longer thing. Anyways, these are for the sausage, the hot pepper. These are gonna be stuffed peppers. This is how I do them. Stuffed hot peppers. Different than others. However, cut that tip off. Pull it off, pull out the seeds. I'll show you real quick. Sometimes I do it like that, but seems if you go around it like this very carefully, you kind of pull it all out in one scoop together. If you don't go all the way through, watch this move. See that? And then all the seeds. So then you have very minimal seeds. And if it's only a few seeds like that, I might leave them in, or you could just rinse them out real quick, or leave them in for a little extra heat. That's beautiful. Now, the stuffing. A pound of Italian sausage. I got almost equal, but not really. I saved some of my meatball mix. Now, we mix it together. Mixed. Now, you stuff your peppers. Let me show you. I'm not gonna do this all day. So remember, a pound of sausage, half pound of your mixture. That's what I do. That way you get a nice flavorful, you know, this was hot sausage, so it won't be super overwhelming. Now, kind of like with what we did when we rolled our meatballs, you don't, but not really. Get your sausage and just get it in there. Stuff it in. Stuff it, stuff it, stuff it. Oh boy. See that? You kind of back it in. Like I said, you want clean hands or wear gloves. And that could be grubby if you're a non-hygienical person. It's, you know, you don't want to serve people like that. They don't want to eat your food. They know you're a dirty grub. It's not a good reflection of yourself or your family. Okay, so now put them in here. I'm going to get them all laid out, fill them, put them in here. Then I wrap it, put it in the fridge for whenever I'm ready to cook it. It's 8 in the morning now. I'm going to be cooking it later. And let's get that, and I'll show you what they look like. Meanwhile, our meatballs are still in the oven. They got 9 minutes to go. I checked them. I think I was wrong. 20 minutes might be good. We'll see. Okay, so I got my peppers stuffed. I had some extra stuffing, so I actually had some of my favorite things to stuff, peppers to stuff. They are poblanos. I had some extra poblanos laying around, so I figured, well, and it worked out perfectly. So these are going to be, you know, I'd say for a good appetizer before the Italian feast tonight. the reason I'm making these meatballs, I'm having friends over and I'm going to make a nice tortellini and meatballs, my favorite dish of all time, with some probably bruschetta and other things, but the video I'm showing is the peppers and meatballs. It was just going to be meatballs, but we threw in peppers. So, you know, I just had to tell you that. But anyways, whoa, it's been 20 minutes. Kind of weird how I timed that up, huh? Almost like it was planned. It wasn't, believe it or not. Now, I'm going to get, check it out. This is how you want them to look. It's perfect, man. They're about halfway cooked. They're just a little browned on the outside. These are not thoroughly cooked. No shot. If you were to cut these up right now, they would be pink, and you'd say, ugh, see, they're just browned. They're just browned. And you could do this in a skillet too, where you could just flash brown them up. Now, I'm gonna throw them in a crock pot with some sauce and just let them slow cook all day till dinner time. And I'm talking, when I say till dinner time, it's 8 in the morning now. These balls ain't gonna be done till 6. You're gonna be in there for 4 plus, like 10 hours. They're done, and I put them on low. Okay, don't turn on high. Usually, yeah, that's about how long they're ready to eat. I would say after sitting in the sauce like that 5-6 hours. You know, they're nice and cooked and delicious tasting. But the longer you cook them, the more the sauce, pieces of the meatball get onto the sauce, and the sauce turns into a nice meat sauce. And you know, and I will show you all that when I'm done. But right now, these are going in, and you cook them on the pot right here, right on a stove on low, and let them boil all day in a big Sunday pot. I gotta be using stuff. I got too much to do. So I leave it in a crock pot, let it go. Right now, I'm gonna put saran wrap over those peppers, let them sit in the fridge for when it's time. And I'll tell you the temperature and time, because those are gonna be beautiful. We're gonna slow cook them, and then halfway we're gonna put sauce on them, and then right before we add the mozzarella cheese, anyways, you'll see it all. So the meatballs are done. Come and look. Whoa, they've been sitting in here. Here they are. Big, beautiful, tender. And you can stir it around to get that sauce. Then the sauce is just a beautiful meat sauce. Now, show you with the peppers what to do. Got them out of the fridge. You can see that they're stuffed. Very lightly. Have the pan greased or whatever. Just a light drizzle of some of this extra light virgin olive oil, not the extra virgin, extra light for this. The extra virgin is not really for baking or sauteing. That's more for like a fresh salads and stuff like that. It's not really good under high heats as the flash point of it, the viscosity. So anyways, you want to get all around. Now what this helps with, not only so it don't stick on this, but you'll see that it helps crisp up the pepper. The method I'm going to cook this pepper, about 45-50 minutes. Half of it, I'm gonna do like this. The other half, maybe towards the end, I put tin foil on top to help steam them up and make them mushier, even softer. Then, I take it out 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pour sauce all over everything and put some mozzarella cheese. Leave the tin foil off so it'll all melt, maybe even get a little bubbly and possibly brown that cheese. I'll put mozzarella, then I like to sprinkle some shredded Parmesan too. But in the oven that goes now. 45 to 50 minutes. Well, for about 20-25. And then we put tin foil and then 20-25 off tin foil. So 45-50 total. The update, fresh out of the oven. What do you think about that? So here's the finished product. I already ate so much, but and then I forgot, so I got to do something for the camera so you can see how it looks. But check out this meatball. I'm going to cut it open. It's perfect in there. The sauce is cooked all the way through. The flavor is awesome. That's why I said you don't want to pack it down too hard, so it all goes through the whole thing. Here's the pepper. This pepper, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It tastes so good. Look at that. Cooked nice all the way through. The sausage meatball mix. I'm going to take one bite of this. Tell you some. It's the best. Thanks for watching. Salute. And God bless, eat well.